What's up guys, this is Joey and I'm going to title this video Kevin Hart, I want my fucking money back. Okay guys, so let me start by saying that I am a big, huge Kevin Hart fan, and I've seen all his comedy specials on Netflix, and I've seen all his interviews on YouTube, and I never miss an interview. Like, I always have to see them because he's so funny, and I've seen him in ESPN, and I've seen him play basketball, and I've seen everything on YouTube. So I decided, hey, I need to see him live. So I took my brother yesterday. I went to the What Now tour, and let me tell you, I am very disappointed in the show and the way it was managed. Like, I understand that, okay, here in Miami we had 3 shows that were all sold out. So I understand that you don't want any cell phones out because you don't want people taking pictures so that they'll share it on YouTube and, kill it for everyone else. It all started really well, and they're like, no cell phones allowed. I think they kicked out like 20 people out of the show. But the thing is, it was just, I felt like I was always stared down at, and it was always like drama. So the security guard kept like flashing at me and everyone else around me. They flashed like right on my face like 6 times. It was really annoying because I couldn't pay attention to the comedians. And here's the thing, I'm ADD. So anything that is distracting me, anything that I hear around me, I'm just going to look at them and just forget what's going on on the stage. So there's this white old security guard next to me, and I think they kicked out like 3 people around me. And so there's just drama everywhere behind me. They're like, but why? No, we paid for these tickets, blah blah blah. Yeah, you can't use your cell phone, blah blah blah. Okay, so they kicked them out. It was like, it's an argument. Obviously it's going to be an argument, but I just couldn't pay attention. Not only that, but we weren't that close to the stage. We were like section 300 something, so you could, the stage was way down there. And then there was like a big TV on the side of the stage, which I barely could see. It was like maybe it was like one TV screen, whatever, projector on my side. Maybe there was another one on the other side. I couldn't see it. I don't know. So I was on the right side of the stage, all the way up. And I was able to see the stage, but then there were times that the security guard and all these people kept passing by. I was like right next to the stairs, so the security guard would just stand next to me and flash his fucking light at me, just trying to check if anybody had their cell phone out. Now that's a big fucking distraction. Number 2, I felt so uncomfortable because there were times where the comedians were saying like sexual jokes, and they were really funny. But at that moment, this old fart next to me I could, how you just looking at the stage and then you can feel the guy looking at you. He's laughing at the jokes, but then I thought it was funny, but I felt like I couldn't laugh because every time I laughed, I felt like I was being judged by this old guy. So every time they were talking about penis, I wanted to laugh, but then I was like, this is me. It just felt so uncomfortable being watched. Like, it felt like I was being watched by a father, watching over me, just judging me, seeing if I was gonna laugh at a joke. I just felt judged the whole time. Not only that, but my brother mentioned it after the show. He was like, man, that guy was just standing right next to you. My enthusiasm toward the show was going low and low and low and low. There was these 3 girls in front of me, and they kept asking that stupid old fart questions, and the guy kept lighting the thing towards them and the purse. So these girls called the guy like 2 times maybe so they could check something on their purse so that they don't get kicked out, over, checking their cell phone, whatever. So he would come and block my view so that he can help them check something in their purse. At this point, I'm like a little irritated. So, you know how you can't really see down the stage? So it kind of felt better just looking at the TV because, Kevin Hart is, he's very expressive. He makes faces. So I don't want to miss the faces he makes. So every time I would look at the TV, the guy thought that I was staring at him the whole time. So every time I was watching the TV, he would pass and he would block my view. So I had to look down at the stage again. It was just horrible. Horrible. Just annoying. Other than that, all I can say is the jokes were really funny. The Plastic Boys were funny. But another thing that I noticed was the audio. Like, you have all this money and your audio is going to be fucked up. I don't understand it. It was like the audio would like it was like a bzz, 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 bzz. Like you could hear the voices, but there were times where you hear that bzz, bzz, bzz sound and you couldn't hear what the words that he was saying. It would cut off. Like, really? You have all this money and you couldn't fix the fucking audio? That's it. After that, I was like, you know what? That's all I can do is try my best to listen because my view is fucked up and now the audio is just, it was like really disappointing. Another thing that I noticed is since I've seen Kevin Hart's interviews, the first joke he made, I'm not going to tell you which one. I heard it before in an interview that he was in with a famous host, and so I already knew the joke, so it wasn't as funny. Of course, everybody else thought it was funny, but come on, dude. Why are you going to use one of your jokes in an interview? You have a lot of fans. I bet you that I wasn't the only one that already heard the joke. So that was another disappointment. Why reuse a joke? I wish the show would have been better. And I felt like the show was short because it was supposed to start at 7. The show started like at 7:30. It ended like at 9:30. So it wasn't that long. And it's not like Kevin Hart took breaks. He just went through it all and then it was over. Kevin Hart's performance was really good. Like what he used in the background was really funny. The lighting was really well. It went well with the show. I wish it wasn't strict like it was. Like, come on, man. It's a show. And I understand that you don't want your jokes to get out there. But I mean, people are going to talk about it on tweets and post it on YouTube like myself. Of course, I'm not going to spoil the show. There's no spoiler alert. I don't want to tell you his jokes because I don't care. Nobody's funnier than Kevin Hart. I still think he's funny, but the truth is the truth. And I don't think that show was worth the amount of money I paid for. So that's all I gotta say. Maybe next time. Maybe there's no next time for a Kevin Hart show. I'll still watch his movies, but that's all I gotta say. Have fun at the Kevin Hart show if you already paid for your tickets. That's all I gotta say. But shit happens, You can't always get what you want. So out of the 5-star for the show, I give it a freaking 3. That's it. Because I still think he's funny. He tries hard. He works hard. So that's that. Have a great day, guys. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy it. I know I will. Bye, guys.